This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from Seattle.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Quick! 380! Let's go one more! Reload, reload! Hey, check 24! Watch 24! H3! 12, 12! Go, go, go! 536! Watch the run, watch the run! Front it, front it! System, Mike! Alert! Mike, 36! Good, good!
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got room. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, 37 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check it back, check it back.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This time, Jackson will throw it. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him, and he can't get rid of it. He he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. He uncorks it for Snead. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. 30 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. CD with that incompletion. Let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Carson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
In your face. Hatchet. 48.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They run for it with Carson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now it's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. The end result, 21 yards.
Hey, I'm going back to you. 4 down. Here we go. Kill. Go.
Now Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0. Watch 36.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
We got to get the ball until you get
He's stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Ready. Mike's by four. And QB's trapped.
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 51 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't going nowhere.
From the gun, Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay. We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Watch 36.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Wilson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now it's Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jihad Ward, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds downs, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
He was taken down by K.J. Wright. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 36 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.